loss can come in different ways for many. For some, it's easier to express, but for others, it can be a process. After the fatal helicopter crash in Trigg County that claimed the life of 9 service members last week, one chaplain says a loss like this takes time to process.
Our goal is to help them understand that what they're feeling, what they're going through, that is normal, and you're not weird or crazy for feeling that way.
Military members, families, and friends continue grieving the loss of 9 service members whose lives were cut short after a fatal helicopter crash in Trigg County last week.
Oftentimes, soldiers may struggle with their emotions and how to communicate what they're feeling.
Major and Chaplain Gregory Granderson is part of the Kentucky Army National Guard. He says processing loss is different for everyone, but showing support has no boundaries.
We're there to provide that emotional and spiritual support, whatever is needed. It may not necessarily be one of my faith, but we make ourselves available to the families, and we speak to those matters and try to strengthen them in the areas that that they know, and just remind them that everything has purpose, and everything is done for a reason. We don't always understand it, but we lean to our faith and our traditions and what we know.
Granderson says his work as a chaplain is very rewarding, especially during a time of need, adding that he was part of the response team during the January 8th, 2020 Iran missile attack in Iraq, where U.S. forces were stationed at the time.
There were folks that were there, that lived through that, which was a miracle in itself. But the impact, mentally, physically, and then being there on ground with behavioral health, we had our resources there. Not too long after that, we were there, and just looking at the way different soldiers processed it. Some were open and willing, and for some it was like a walk in the park, which to some people would be strange. But then these were usually leadership, so everybody processed it different.
He says having chaplains working within the military helps bridge the gap of the stigma that if a soldier cries or feels a certain way, they're then viewed as being weak.
Grief is okay. That's given to us as a gift to help us process the loss, what we're going through. So it's okay to have those moments. It's okay to have that release, whether it be through crying, whether it be through, a raging yell, whatever that may look like.
Now, Army officials added the no radio signal was sent out for help from either helicopter before the crash. Fort Campbell officials say the crash happened last Wednesday around 10 p.m. in Trigg County. It's just north of the Kentucky-Tennessee border and about an hour outside of the city of Paducah. For now, Anna Medina, ABC 36 on your side.